All right, welcome everybody. We are finally getting ready for the drop here. Sorry for the delay. The silver team ran over, and then there were some teams that were having trouble getting in here. This is the playoffs. This is double point week, so they want to make sure they give each team an opportunity as much as possible to get in here and try to make the most of these last couple weeks of double points to really can be a difference maker in terms of the final standings. So let's move through our teams here. Let's start with the Charlie team. Start in the middle. Top left is Yosoy Grady. Top right is usually Axon Jackson. Dude, he's not here today. And then bottom left is Cooper. Let's head on down to our Delta team. We got a couple remote players for our Delta team today. So in-house, we just have Lemon Sniper. It says PC 19. We were having trouble with that machine, so he's actually at 18. But he does have his teammates. They're just remote today. Jumping over to our Alpha team. PC2, Pexified. PC3, we've actually got Jack stream up there at PC3. STH Lord, he's playing remote today. He's unable to stream as well. So we just got those two up. And each team has their designated landing zone here in this XP League season. So each team is moving towards their designated landing zone at this point. So it's important that they only loot their landing zone on the way to point. So that's what they're doing. Let's check in on our Bravo team here. It's our Bravo team. This is Inside, Kong the Mighty, and PC7 is LLJW247, formerly Mind of Reiner, so he's updated. Inside Globe as well is just known as Inside, so he's it's not untypical for these guys to kind of modify their gamer tags as they go along when they start to really define themselves as gamers, so it's kind of neat to see that evolution. All right, swapping over our Charlie team here. Yosoy Grady. Axon Jackson's not here, so we got somebody subbing in for him. And then PC16 is Cooper. Right, so again, we have to wait till the third zone or for Storm Surge. And depending on how many players are in the lobby, Storm Surge could happen before third zone. Typically does with the number of players we have in the lobby. And depending on how many players, it could happen sooner rather than later because it's a component of how many people are still remaining in the lobby. Since we have no engagements, Storm Zone typically happens earlier than third zone. All right, so here you see the Delta team. Delta team is Killer J, Ace Switch, and Lemon Sniper. Lemon Sniper is the only one in house today. So you see him looting up and upgrading armor and weapons and heals. All right, so that's Delta team. Transition over here to Alpha team. And Pexified, STH Lord, and Jack. Pexified top left. It'll actually be Jack in the top right, not STH Lord. But STH Lord. So it looks like, I'm not sure if that was an early elimination there. So Jack shooting there. Maybe that was an NPC. A little hard to tell. I hope that was an NPC. Don't want to lose points in this round. All right, switching over to Bravo team here. Inside, Kong, LLJW. So PC5 is Inside, PC6 is Kong, PC7 is LLJW. It's all about collecting loot, and looks like PC2 is bringing somebody back into the fight. Not sure who got eliminated. Maybe STH Lord got eliminated by somebody. A little hard to tell. Maybe it was an NPC. So unsure what happened there this early. Again, this is pre-engagement, so a little concerning. I'm not sure what's happening in there, but we'll get a kind of report on that once the match is done, what all's going on there. So Bravo team, let's jump up over to our Charlie team here. Yosoy Grady, Axon Jackson, actually Barebow playing that, and then Cooper. So most of the players are pretty well versed in what they should be doing now. Fortunately, the builds are back this week. The builds were removed from the match last week, but made it really interesting, I guess is the word we might use. Definitely, particularly our higher level players, depend on the builds and put so much work into their builds that when they took them out of the game, it really changed the dynamic of the game. So it really it benefited the players that aren't as well equipped in a building. So definitely made a big difference in the match and the scoring. But fortunately, these last 2 weeks, which are the most critical weeks, have made the difference here, and will real ultimately decide who's going to win this season. So. And really, with the double points, it's anybody that's probably in the top half of the scoring. If they put up 2 really solid weeks, could really put themselves into to win this season. All right, Team Delta here. This is Killer J, Ace Switch, and Lemon Sniper. Lemon Sniper's the only one in house who has a stream right now. See, collecting mats, trying to get his stock of wood up. Still got quite some time here till zones open. All right, here you see PC 2 and 3. This is our alpha team. Kind of using the blimp to kind of scope out where other enemies are at, where their opposing teams are at. I guess they feel pretty good about their mats at this point, so it might be figuring out how they want to move in on these opposing teams, where they want to position themselves in Storm. And when the engagements finally open up, looks like they're moving down. All right, here's Bravo team. Hear a lot of talk and chatter in there. Let's check out on Delta team. Like they're using a tank. You got to be cautious using the tank. You don't want to accidentally run into other players here and accidentally engage and cost yourself some points. All right, let's check in on that's Delta team. Let's jump back to Charlie team. They're moving across the map here. Looks like they're spotting some enemies. Again, you want to put yourself in a position in Storm that's going to give you the best opportunity to engage and move in on some of these other teams. Let's check out an Alpha team here. It looks like they're building up. The benefits to building at this point would be if that does become high ground, then they are your own builds. You can obviously only edit your own builds, so having a structure that is largely yours can really help you if the fight does wind up being there and giving you more ability to edit those walls. All right, so let's jump over to Bravo team. Bravo team looks like they found a treasure map and found some buried treasure here, so they're going to be able to get a nice reward from that. Again, Bravo team is inside Kong and LLJW. We still got a little bit of time till Storm Surge. Jump over to Charlie. 14, 15, and 16. Yo Soy. It's actually Barebow Fragons. They got a little hog they got to deal with here. And Cooper there at the bottom left. See, that hog does some damage. They need to take him out. They don't want to waste their health and shields on those non-players. But if they're in your area, you have to deal with them because they'll just keep coming at you. You see, you do get some reward for eliminating them. You get some meat that gives you both... can give you health and shields. You see those little mushrooms there. Those little mushrooms can heal you up as well. So that's our Charlie team. Let's check out on Delta team. Using that tank. It's Lemon Sniper we're watching here. Again, he's usually number 19. We had some trouble with that PC. Had to reset it, so he's playing at 18 today. His other 2 teammates, Killer J and Ace Switch, are playing from home. Still short of engagement at this point. Jumping back over to Alpha Team. Looks like they're content to kind of play this high ground on the blimp. We'll see how it shakes out in Storm. once that Storm Surge activates, then they'll be able to start attacking these other teams. So it looks like kind of flipping through all the teams here. It looks like most teams are kind of setting themselves up. Looks like somebody might have died from fall damage there. PC6, Kong maybe died from fall damage or something, but fortunately he's got time to get himself back in the fight. All right, Charlie team here. Charlie team. So a lot of people are starting to eye each other up. They know the zone is getting close. So everybody's waiting for it. And there it is. There's the engagements can start to happen. You can see there's already shooting taking place. Here comes a tank pushing on PC-18. He's going to have to deal with that. Couple grenades getting blasted out, trying to flip through the rest of these teams to see what's going on. Here's a switch to Alpha team. Looks to be an engagement going on here. It looks like Jack is moving in and looks like he'll get the elimination on that player that was up there with him. So good early elimination. Let's head on to Bravo team, see how they're making out. They're playing low ground and high ground here, shooting up to the blimp, but that's going to cause heavy fires to rain down as well. Let's check on Charlie team. Charlie team is here moving. Transition across the map. PC-16 does get a nice knock and elimination there. So good job by Cooper to get that elimination. That's going to help them out a lot. Let's check in on Delta team here. Delta team is, they are down below. A-Switch, actually, it looks like PC-18, or it looks like Lemon Sniper was eliminated, so following A-Switch there. Let's head back over to Alpha team. Alpha team, actually, this is Charlie team here. Working their way down. Let's head back to Alpha team. Looks like they are transitioning here to transitioning around the map here. All right, let's head back to Bravo team. Trying to keep everybody in the action, trying to stay abreast of what's happening. All right, Bravo team's maybe moving in on somebody, trying to get high ground here. Not sure if they got somebody in that box. They do get in this box there. You see PC7. LLJW does get the knock of that player, so good job there, Charlie team. Let's check in on Delta team, see how they're doing. Delta team is still A-Switch. Looks like he's all alone, so he might be playing bunker mode at this point with his two teammates, Lemon Sniper and Killer J, being eliminated early in this match. Following Bravo team here. This is Inside Kong and LLJW. They got that elimination in the box earlier. So good job there. Jumping back over to Charlie team. Looks like they might have their sights on somebody. You can see shooting some of those rocket launchers down on maybe opposing team. A little hard to tell. Transition back over to Delta team here. Delta team still just E-switch there, moving across the map. Might be bunker mode. Here you see Charlie team. Let me switch over to Alpha team here, see how they're making out. Alpha team still kind of a back and forth shooting engagement. Charlie team was in an engagement. They did just miss that engagement there. They finished 28th place. They were in the thick of it for sure. They were down there playing low ground and got kind of caught up. Looks like Alpha team still trio at this point. Let's jump over to Bravo team. Bravo team still a full trio, even though they're really low. They were that last engagement they got in was pretty costly. All right, let's check in on Delta team. Again, it was just A-switch. Again, he's probably playing it smart here. Being a single player, he does not have the reboot cards, so he's got to play kind of the long game there and try to stay in this fight as much as possible. Alpha team, switching back to them, see how they're making out. Appear to be good positioning here on, they are more the hard side of the map, but a good team here. They should be capable of handling that. Let's swap back over to Bravo team here. Bravo team inside Kong and LLJW. They're transitioning. Rotate early, rotate often. They're still pretty low on health, though. But because of Storm, they've got to transition. Looks like they might be transitioning right into Alpha team, though. So a little worrisome there how that's going to shake out. Let's check back in on A-switch. He's going to hunker down and bunker down in this bunker. So probably a smart move. Alpha team, they are also rotating at this point. Not sure if they're rotating in on another team. They do have a beat on another team here. They're going to work their way down into his box. He's got the low ground. Jack is did get the knock there, so they're going to bunker down, be able to take him out. So good elimination there for the Alpha team. Let's transition over to the Bravo team. They're getting pushed in on hard here. PC following PC7 here, last standing member. LJW is going to get knocked. 26th place for our Bravo team. So just Delta and Alpha team in at this point. A-switch still holding center at this bunker. Switch back over to Alpha here. They're engaging this other team. They are going to have to deal with Storm, so they're going to have to rotate out of Storm here. But still looks like they're a full trio. Still looks like STH Lord, even though we don't have his stream. But a nice knock there. They are on heavy fires there. They're going to have to transition quickly, moving their way back. Nice knock there by Jack. Sliding his way, shooting behind him, kind of covering the movement of his teammates. Got another knock there, long-range knock, shooting accurately across at the other players. So good job. I'm watching A-Switch in the other. He's still hunkering down that bunker, so I'll keep an eye on him. Another elimination there still. Again, looks like they got a full trio at this point. Unsure where STH Lord is, but they're definitely taking heavy fires, getting a lot of attention. Doing a good job cross-leveling some assets there. You can see STH Lord is really low. He actually might be getting knocked at this point. I'm not sure if he's still there in Storm, but I know Pexified and Jack are right there next to each other. Let me switch over to A-Switch, still hunkering down that bunker, trying to take... He does have a beat on another team. Not sure if he's kind of looking in on... Does look like he has eyes on the Alpha team, so we'll bounce between these two, see if that comes into play. Looks like A-Switch is going to drop back down in the bunker. Probably wise not to engage, not to draw fires in. He should probably stay there as long as he can to try to get that late round finish. Pexified, good accurate fires coming from top down. He's going to be moving his way across to their build. He's going to drop down here after taking some damage. Jack's coming in from the low ground, going between low ground, high ground pinch here. Pexified's dropping down. Doesn't get a shot through that window. He's going to try to shoot through the structure but get built upon. Jack's going to throw some stuff down, try to take out that opposing team's walls. He's going to have to build up and retake high ground. A-Switch still in the bunker here, still hunkering down, may have to rotate out. Good accurate shots there by Jack across the way, gets another elimination. Does look like STH Lord was able to recover. Ooh, fight there in the box between, looks like Pexified, able to get that elimination. Nice job there. A-Switch transitioning across the map. I'm watching him on the other screen, but this trio of the Alpha teams doing a really good job. They're going to take a few moments and heal up. Let's watch A-Switch. He's kind of watching all the action, doing a good job, but the Storm's going to force his rotation here, force him out into the open a little bit. He's going to try to blast across the way here. Let's switch back to our Alpha team. They're keeping an eye on things. Good accurate fires again by Jack, shooting across the map there at the build of one of these opposing teams. A-Switch did manage to get across the map to one of the far sides, but again, he's going to continue being forced by this Storm. So he's going to have to drop back down to low ground, give up his high ground build there. Jack moving across the map with Pexified here. It looks like SDH, so they're still a full trio at this point. Looking good. Everybody's kind of transitioning. The Storm is moving in tight, and it's pushing everybody together, following A-Switch here. He did get eliminated, 12th place, so good job by A-Switch to kind of stay in the match as long as you could. There you can see PC 2 and 3 both pulling out their scopes, targeting in on that truck. Alpha team, last remaining team in this round. Again, double points, really critical to get these eliminations. They're doing a good job. Jack jumping across, trying to get in his box. He's going to take his wall. Actually, it's a wall built right back on him, so he's going to have to go high ground here. Pexified gets a nice elimination in the box on the left side. So this team's doing really good job working together, rotating early and often. That's really the key. You don't want to stay in one place too long and have another team push in on you. So, again, still a full trio. S2H Lord and Jack both playing remote today. We don't have STH Lord stream, so just Pexified here in center. But Jack's able to share his stream from home. Another good long-range pick there. Or actually, that was a player knocked by Storm, but I think Jack actually knocked him. So, Jack moving across, pushing in on another squad here. Does take some damage to his shield. He's going to take some time to top off shield. Pex looks like he's moving in on another team's box. Got another elimination there. Good job. Nice way to set up that shot and shoot right through that box, take out the elimination. Everybody's low at this point with so many engagements going on. If you're just joining us, the Alpha team is last remaining team at this point. Done a good job working together. You see Pexified moving in, gets another knock of an opposing player. They do have the high ground here. Holding high ground. Pexified's a little bit lower. Jack taking pop shots at somebody. Transition across the map. Got another good solid hit on opposing player. Pexified gets another knock and elimination. He's going to go down there and be able to clean that up and get the rest of those health and shields. So Alpha Team going deep into this round, looking really good at this point. They've really controlled the high ground this entire game. They've done really good rotating from one favorable position to another. All three of them still in this match. Having a full trio at this point in the match. Pexify's going to shoot his way down, try to get in that opposing player's box. He's going to have to edit his way up and out and probably retake high ground here. He's going to take some time, top his shields off. Jack has eyes on team, looking to tarp their way across. Gets a knock on a shield of an opposing team. But the Storm's going to start forcing them into single build here shortly. Again, really advantageous. You can see Pexified's moving in on another player. Bill gets shot out from under him. Again, controlling the high ground. Jack raining some fires down. All three players, STH, Lord, Pexified, and Jack still in this thing. Another knock on the shields there by Jack. See how small the Storm is at this point. So maintaining high ground and maintaining your builds on the high ground is really critical. At some point, it becomes a waiting game if you control the high ground. You can see some cross-leveling going on, some matting, sharing some of the mats. Really good teamwork by this Alpha team. Jack's going to go ahead and decide to push down here. He's going to shoot this tree out. That's going to give them some additional opportunity to target some of these opposing teams. Jack's going to move in, windows into the box, shoots in. He's going to try to take out that ramp, but they're going to tarp and move down to low ground. Looks like there's 14 players still remaining. Jack got a nice good hits, knocks him down to just a slither of health at this point. Looks like maybe STH Lord got knocked. Oh, somebody's in Pex's box, and they're going to take Pex out. He's going to be knocked. He's not eliminated yet. Jack's moving in there. See if he can get him back in the fight. Hard to get a player back in the fight, and looks like Pexified's taken out. So it looks like just Jack at this point. STH Lord looks like he was knocked too. So they're pushed in on that that other team, and they're making him pay for it for sure. Jack's got eyes on an opposing player moving in. Jack got somebody moving in on his box, and he's going to take it out. 6th place finish, but a good round for this Alpha team. I think they got quite a few eliminations there. So we'll switch over to the main stream here in a second. Let me get that up and cranking, and I'll share that with you. And then we'll get set up for this second drop here. So just bear with me for a second while I get this pulled up. And I'll share that here momentarily. All right, welcome back, everybody. We are here for our second drop. If you're tuning in for some Overwatch and Rocket League, unfortunately, we had some late starts today for some of these other teams. It was kind of put us behind the power curve. We got a Rocket League and Overwatch match getting ready to start at 5, so it's going to be a mad scramble the rest of these days to fit these match in. So apologize for that. But the good thing is our teams, excuse me, shouldn't have drank soda before that, but the teams did pretty good the first round. Everybody, I think, got some eliminations here, but they can always do better here. Let's see if we can get a Vic Roy here with one of our teams. Really launch them into a second second round, first round of the playoffs with some double points here in the playoffs. So jumping through our teams here. Again, each team has designated landing zones that they need to land at. Each team is well read on what they're supposed to be landing at, and that's where they'll land. And then whenever this match finishes up, we'll set up for our Rocket League and Overwatch matches here shortly. All right, so here is our Delta team. It is made up of Killer J, Ace Switch, and Lemon Sniper. Lemon Sniper's the only stream you see on the screen right now. Ace Switch and Killer J are playing remote. Jump over to our Alpha team. Alpha team, they had a 6th place finish last time. They were doing really good. They were full trios till late in the round, but they were pushing on another team and got another team pushed in on them and kind of picked them off one by one. So we'll see. They did get quite a few eliminations. A 6th place finish is good this late in the season, especially with double points. But I know they definitely want to try to get that full Vic Royale if they can. Bravo team, let's check them out. Here we see our Bravo team. Bravo team is Inside, Kong the Mighty, and LLJW. Matting up, getting as many resources and mats as they can. They are in the southern side of the map there. Check on Charlie. Charlie team here is Josoi Grady. Axon Jackson isn't here today, so we've got a Little Dog sitting in for him, and then Cooper at PC 16. Right, so Charlie team. Josoi Grady, Little Dog, and Cooper matting up, gathering resources and weapons. And Delta team. Right, so this is Killer J, Ace Switch, and Lemon Sniper. Right, so we got a bunch of other players from other teams coming in. Again, we've got a Rocket League match right after this. We've got a Overwatch match, and then we got a Gold match later today, or Alpha Team match later today. So lots going on, lots of matches, lots of esports action still to come once this Fortnite match finishes off. So stick with us for a lot more esport action the rest of the day as we move into these playoffs. Depending on how these other teams progress. Fortnite's fortunately one we can count on, same time every day, but with the Overwatch and Rocket League, we might have 2 or 3 matches throughout the week in order to finalize the bracket by next weekend. All right, so that's our Alpha team doing a good job matting up. Again, we have to wait till 3rd zone or Storm Surge. Storm Surge will come before the zone closes. So once Storm Surge happens, that's when the engagements will be authorized here. All right, check on Charlie team here. Doing a good job. They are at the Joneses. Lots of good mats, materials, weapons, shields, and health here at the Joneses, so they should be well topped off. All right, let's check on Delta team here. All right, here's Delta team. See, he's blasting himself across the map here pretty good. PC 18. This is actually Lemon Sniper, A-Switch, and Killer J playing remote today. Alright, so here's our Delta team. So, again, not much to say early part of these matches. Once you do initially loot your initial area, then you can move and progress throughout the map, set yourself up in a good position for the engagement to ultimately begin, but we still got quite a bit of time until the engagement starts. You can see that cannon that Pexified just jumped into. You can shoot yourself kind of in the cannon across the map. Use that, use your glider to kind of help you cross and rotate pretty quickly. So that's the Alpha team. Let's check out Bravo again. Still not in a position to where we can engage the other teams as of yet. So we gotta wait till third zone or storm surge. See, this Bravo team is in Rocky Reels here. All right, let's check on Charlie. See how Charlie's making out. Got a little truck here, old army truck rotating, using that to rotate. You can see they're right on the edge of zone. This is Yosoi Grady and Cooper, and Little Dog 248 playing with them, subbing in today. So they are in zone. They're in a good position. Look to be soft side too. That's where we want to see them. Let's check on a Delta. This is Lemon Sniper here. Here at the bridge. Use those spider webs to kind of launch yourself out. Does look like there's engagement. Is that engagement happening? May have been attacking an NPC. I do not believe engagements are open as of yet. Everybody's still getting ready for the engagement though, just waiting on the storm surge indication. Or third zone, so we'll kind of see whatever happens first. So Alpha team here. They're at another one of those launching points, so they'll be able to launch themselves across the map here. This is Bravo team. Okay, this is Inside Kong and LLJW. Alright, so you have to think Storm Surge could happen any time now. Heading over to Charlie. Looks like Delta team was eliminated. I guess they called the engagements can start at this point. So they got pinched really quickly as soon as the engagements opened with that storm closure. So a little surprised that quick of elimination for our Delta team, but well played, guys. Good try, and there's still next week to put up some good points. Alpha team here. Let's transition over to Bravo team, see how they're making out since engagements are open. And you can see they're here by the battle bus. Check in on Charlie team, see how Charlie team's doing as the Bravo team takes the battle bus into the fight. Charlie team progressing, transitioning across the map here. Again, Delta team was eliminated early as soon as the engagements opened with the zone. Okay, Alpha team rotating down. Let's check out Bravo team. Again, they had the battle bus here. Let's see how they put that into effect. This is Inside Kong and LLJW. They got a battle bus and a car there moving across the map. Charlie team here. 14, 15, and 16. Yo Soy, Little Dog, and Cooper here. All right, so they're going to use this, again, personnel cannon. I don't know what to call it, but they can shoot themselves across the map there. Nope. Fix back over to Alpha here. Looks like they might be on an engagement. There's Storm Surge. Now they can activate. So really not sure what happened with the Delta team there, how they were eliminated. They may have run up on another team, which will be penalized for that. So we'll have to see how that shakes out. Here, there you can see already PC3 Jack got knocked there. Not sure how he got knocked coming across there. But fortunately, they should be able to get him healed up and back in the fight. Let's check in on our Bravo team, see how they're doing. Looks like they might actually be shooting up towards where Alpha team was. Unsure at this point. Let's transition over to Charlie team. Again, our Delta team was eliminated earlier. Again, not sure. We'll get the kind of feed on how they were eliminated. Let's check back in on Alpha team here. You can see they're up on this ridge line here. They're going to be looking to transition here. Probably pretty smart to do that. They're pretty vulnerable out there on that hillside there. Fortunate to get Jack back in there. Good elimination there. Actually, it looks like it took out one of the Charlie members here. It looks like both Bravo and Charlie here are in the same area, shooting back and forth at each other. Eliminations on both sides, both 15 and 16. 16 goes down. Cooper goes down. PC 15 and 14 both get knocked. 28th place for our Charlie team. It was a Bravo team that pressed up on them. Lots of heavy activity here. There you can see PC, both Bravo and Charlie teams ran into each other there, unfortunately. But the Bravo team able to get themselves back into the fight and get themselves healed up. Here's our Alpha team. They got two in the box here. Jack raining down fires down the box. Pexified playing low ground here. He's going to try to push in. They're going to share and cross level some weapons here. Let's check back in on our Bravo team, where our Alpha team moves from one engagement to the other. Looks like they do have the reboot card of their teammate at this point, so we'll see if they can put that into effect. Alpha team moving across, moving in on another squad here. Pexified's in the box of another player, but he's going to get knocked, but they got Jack running right up on him along with STH Lord. So much like what they do a really good job getting their teammates back into the fight. But actually, somebody pushed in on Pexified and was able to take him out. It looked like Jack and STH Lord were going to be able to clear them out. There you see PC5 inside is getting rained fires down. PC7, last remaining LLJW, last remaining member of the team. He's pushing up on that other team with the high ground. Pexified following STH Lord. They do have the reboot card. Not sure if they're going to be able to get to a reboot van or not. Switching back here to Bravo team. This is watching LLJW. Oh, and he's going to be picked off. Somebody gets in this box. 22nd place. But they got some nice eliminations. They stacked some eliminations this round. So, again, looks like it's just Alpha team remaining in the fight at this point. GG's, good rounds to our other players. Jack's going to get elimination there. Not sure if looks like STH Lord might still be in the fight at this point. So just one remaining team here for the Horde. STH Lord does make his way to the reboot van. Dangerous place to be. We'll see if he can get Pexified back in the fight here. Let's see if he's able to do that. Healing, but again, it's a dangerous part of trying to hold down that reboot van, as other teams are going to be pushing in on you, and he takes heavy damage. Not sure if he survived that. They switched off the stream for him. So good round to the rest of our gold teams as they walk out. We'll get set up for our Rocket League and Overwatch matches here in just a minute. Following Jack here, it does look like STH Lord was knocked before he was able to get Pexified back in the fight. So just Jack remaining in the match at this point for the Alpha team. Hard to see how many players are remaining. Still 50 players remaining. Still quite a few players remaining on the map. So a lot of strange rotations. Jack does get in the box. Does able to edit into the wall there. But he's going to have to tarp up. He's going to try to move to the backside, try to get a better position. Does manage to get that elimination there, so nice job. So just waiting to hear from these Got a lot going on because we've got a couple. We got a Rocket League match, our Bravo Gold Team Rocket League match coming up next, along with our Overwatch uh, Silver team, and then we got a Gold match following Alpha Team Rocket League match following that, and potentially another Silver match. So lots going on. These playoff brackets are really hectic. Jack gets another elimination there, moving high ground, moving up the hill, up the slope to take on that another player, but he's got another team pushing in on him. He's going to have to rotate out here quickly to try to get out of harm's way. Pushing on another team. Heavy damage to their shields. It's two teammates up there, but they're going to rotate out. Not sure if they're going to rotate out or on top of him. You can see they're trying to rotate away. He's got some heavy dings on him, taking out a lot of shield damage on him from far range with that sniper rifle. So really good job. Really good accurate shooting as they moved away from him. They're going to have to hunker down and reboot. It does look like he has a couple reboot cards. That's exactly where STH Lord was eliminated. He was able to pick up that, so we'll see if he's able to get his teammates back in the fight. This could be a game changer. Again, this is the playoffs. This is when you need your teammates in the fight, but you can guarantee other teams realize with the horns blowing that there is somebody rebooting, but both STH Lord and Pexified are back into this thing, so they are a full trios, but no sooner than they get them back in the fight, they're being pushed on by another squad, so it's going to happen quick down and dirty here in terms of the fights. So really good job by Jack to fight his way to that reboot van. Reboot van, dangerous place to be this late in the round, but able to knock one of the players, opposing players there, Jack. Really accurate fires from high ground. He's going to be able to, with protection of his teammates, get a little mini in him before they push down and start to rotate because of the storm pushing them out. So great job to get his teammates back in the fight. That's really the name of the game. The teams that do the best week in and week out are those that are able to bring their teammates back into the fight. So they are a full trio late in the game at this point. Still 34 players, so still a lot of eliminations. Oh, Pexified pushed in on the backside. Did not see that opposing team coming. Pushed in on, surprised him there. Jack's going to get a little chug jug in him. Unsure. Looks like STH Lord might have got taken out from behind, too. Not sure where that squad came from, but they were surely tracking him, pushed out on him. As soon as they rotated to that new zone, I think they were going to think they had a little bit of breathing room. But that other trio pushed in right in behind them and took him out really quickly. Good job by that other team to rotate in really strong and aggressively. So Jack's going to have to rotate down. I think at this point of the map, I see a reboot van right on the edge of Storm, but at this point it probably is a solo game for him. He's going to have to be really strategic in how he plays this the rest of the match with still 29 players remaining on the map. Let's see if he can clutch this thing up. Does get some nice shield knocks on that opposing player. Unable to finish him off. Does knock out all his shields, though. He's got to be really careful, though, with so many players in this match still. If you're just joining us, we are looking to set up for the Overwatch C team. Should be starting here pretty soon, as well as our Rocket League Gold B team. We should be kicking those off here pretty soon. Then we got a couple more matches after that. So lots going on. But just need to finish out this Fortnite match. It's double points. So each elimination counts twice as much, and high round finishes count twice as much. So really, really important these last couple weeks to stack some eliminations and get some high place finishes to ensure a good finish this season. Jack does a good job positioning himself here on low ground. When you're all alone, it probably is better to play low ground. Versus trying to play high ground. He's going to try to maybe shoot them out here with Storm pushing in, see if he can get the knock and then get them dropped right into his lap for an elimination here. So trying to get, looks like 21 players remaining, so he's doing a good job. Probably top 10 teams at this point. So we're just looking probably pretty good shape. They managed to get a 6th place finish last time. Oh, moves into a bush. Player surprises him there with the shotgun blast sliding into the bush. He's going to rotate out. That other player's going to have to rotate as well. Got to be careful this late in the game. Those bushes typically they typically have campers hanging out in them, trying not to draw attention. Nice shotgun blast there, take a player out and ended up getting chased out of their hide position by the storm. Again, when you're playing all alone, particularly taking on potential trios, playing the low ground game is probably your play. Move around and then hope somebody rotates favorably into you. Gonna have to be careful. Tarpumsoft does take heavy fires coming across, knocks some of his shield. He's down half health as well. He's gonna steal his fortifications up here. Does get a nice hit. Almost takes out the opposing player. That storm pushing in. He's gonna have to rotate around here a little bit. Does get down there and gets smartly, goes down there and gets that health. He's kind of boxed in this little corner here, but he'll have time to get his get those bandages on himself, get himself back to full health. So smart move there by Jack. Nice play. Let's see how tight that storm is getting. When the storm gets this tight, down to 13 players at this point, it becomes a health game. Somebody moves up in on him. He's kind of surprised by that, and that's going to be an 8th place finish. So good round for our players. We're going to go ahead and end this stream. Good finish. They got quite a few eliminations there. So GG's, good round, good game to all our friends. We'll go ahead and stop this stream. We'll get set up for Rocket League and Overwatch.